Okay, what's up guys? How's it going? I am Dax, welcome back to another video. I have been teasing the people with how you can eat whatever you like and still be in great shape. Now, you are gonna absolutely hate me for the answer I give, but if you are strong enough, if you want to do it, you can easily get it done, okay? I'm gonna ask you a question. Would you be homeless for 6 months, maybe even a year, but you knew that after that time, you were gonna get the nicest house? You would never, ever lose money again. You just had to get a small job, do something small every now and again, and you would be living a life of luxury. You would be able to do whatever you like. Would you be homeless for 6 months to a year? If your answer is no, you keep living your average life. Because sometimes you have to live through the terrible, the awful times to get to the best times. Everything that is great is just past the border of everything that is awful. And there's a reason for that, because you have to work hard for it. You have to work hard. So how can you eat whatever you like and still be in shape? The answer is, you already have to be in shape. Let me put it to you like this. The sea is a huge ocean of water. What? The sea is a huge body of water. If you throw a rock into the sea, not much changes. So how does that relate to fitness? When you're already in shape, you're gonna find that you can actually eat a lot more bad foods and it will have less of an effect on you because your body is already a machine and is prepared for the calories that are going into it from the food. So how does it work? In case you don't already know, your body requires a lot more energy to maintain muscle than it does fat. If you're an individual who doesn't have so much muscle, someone who weighs exactly the same as you, exactly the same, but has more muscle, they will be able to eat more food because their body requires more energy to maintain their composition, to maintain that amount of muscle that they have. So how that translates is that person, although he's usually eating better anyway, if he wanted, he could eat more bad foods than the person with less muscle, even though they weigh the same, just because his body requires more energy. So it's not always about weight, because I get told constantly by doctors, your BMI is too high. Your BMI says that you're overweight, because muscle weighs more than fat. But anyway, in terms of burning calories, it requires more energy to maintain your muscle. So your body can intake more energy because it needs that energy for you to sustain the amount of muscle mass that you have. So this is what you need to do. You need to work out hard for 6 months to a year. And after that point, when you're happy enough with your body, you can eat whatever you like and it will have that drop effect in the ocean. It will barely impact you because your body is ready for the energy. Because if you're talking about weight, you can actually eat McDonald's every single day and lose weight. You can eat broccoli every single day and gain weight. It's all about energy intake and energy output. Now, of course, eating McDonald's every day has other health ramifications. You're gonna be missing out on a lot of essential nutrients and vitamins if you're eating McDonald's every day. But if we're just talking about weight, you will be able to lose weight on a McDonald's diet and you can gain weight as a vegetarian. It's really not that difficult. And just in the same sense, you can build muscle on a McDonald's diet. It won't necessarily be optimal, but you can do it. So it's not really about the foods that you eat, it's about how much you eat. So what this video is really telling you to do is to count your calories. How many calories do you need? For those of you using the metric system, take your weight in kilograms and multiply it by 22. This is the number of calories you should be consuming if you aggressively want to be burning fat and lose weight. Because losing weight is a bad way to put it. Because if you're 80 kilograms, but you're all fat, when you start working out, you might end up being 90 kilograms, but you're looking ripped, you're looking hench, because the muscle is gonna weigh more than the fat. So don't take weight too seriously. Look at your body composition, look at your body aesthetically and see what is pleasing to you, and don't let weight influence you too much. So for me, I weigh approximately 80 kilograms. I'm not 100% sure about that. I weighed that like 2 years ago, I don't know. I don't really measure myself, it's not that important. So let's say I weigh 80 kilos. 80 times 22 is 1,760 or something like that. I'll be eating approximately 1,700 calories if I wanted to aggressively lose weight and get ripped, okay? Still work out, because if you're working out, your body is saying to itself, wow, I need this muscle, I'm doing exercise, so we're gonna burn the fat instead. If you're not working out, it's way easier for your body to just say, let's lose some muscle because we don't need it. So if you're gonna be losing weight, make sure you're working out so that you don't lose your strength and your muscle mass. If you want to maintain your weight, then instead do your weight in kilograms times by 33. This will approximately give you the amount of calories you need to just maintain yourself. This is usually without exercise, just for you to survive if you're doing like basic activities every day. Someone who's 80 kilos, that's approximately 2,600 calories. At this level of energy intake, you're gonna be maintaining your weight. And obviously if you work out and you're doing exercise, then you'll be losing weight, and you'll be losing it a lot slower. The benefit of eating more calories is that you're gonna be losing weight slower, and as a result, you'll be losing less muscle. If you take an aggressive cutback in calories, your body has to adapt to it much quicker, and as a result, you will lose more muscle. However, if you take it slower, the weight loss progress will be slower. However, you'll also maintain and keep more of your muscle. So it's really up to you and what your goals are. If you want to do a quick cut back the calories. If you want to do it pretty slowly and steadily, then consume a pretty regular amount of calories. Now, if you're trying to gain weight, you're trying to gain muscle, I'd recommend you take your weight in kilograms and times it by 44. So for me, that would be approximately 3,300, something like that. Okay, so that's if I want to bulk up, but that's if I'm trying to get big pretty quickly. You'll probably be putting on a little bit of fat as well, because your body is consuming way more energy than it is. And even though you're working out, your body probably will still have excess energy, and that excess energy is stored as fat. The reason it's stored as fat goes way back to when you're hunting food, because if you had extra energy, your body would store it as fat so that if food was ever scarce, it had that storage so that you would not die, okay? So it's up to you. You decide how many calories you want to be intaking depending on your goals. If you want to gain weight quickly, eat loads. If you want to lose weight quickly, don't eat so much. If you want to do either slowly and steadily, then eat a little bit more than usual, eat a little bit less than usual, okay? And that's pretty much it. I can't even remember what this video was about. So back to the original point. If you want to be able to eat whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want, with your hands, if you like, then first you have to go through a period of transitioning into being able to do that. So your body is not yet ready for that. First, make sure your body is a calorie burning machine. Put on some muscle. Now, for the ladies, that does not mean you have to be hench. Just because you lift weights does not make you hench. Even guys, some guys think you could just go to the gym, lift a couple weights and you'll get hench. That's not how it works. You have to lift heavy weights to get bigger. Your body has to be struggling to lift up that weight for it to then develop and build bigger muscles. Because if you look at athletes who are runners, they're not hench, even though they probably work out, they go running all the time. It's because their body is used to the weight that it's lifting, and as a result, it doesn't need to get bigger, it just needs to get better at endurance and being in use for a longer period of time. So if you're doing any exercise, bench press, squats, whatever, if you keep increasing the weight, the muscles will keep getting bigger and growing because they have to get used to carrying more weight. But if you use the same weight, your muscles, they won't stop growing per se, but they will not get as big because they don't need to be stronger. They need to be able to endure more time under tension. So get your body to the point where you can eat whatever you like, you can enjoy your life, and you'll still look amazing. Now, of course, this does not mean you can just never work out again. It means that you will not have to work out as often because your body is not being impacted in as significant a way as before. So here's a picture of me before. I didn't used to count any calories. I didn't used to check any diet. I would just be chilling, eating whatever I want, but I would still do exercise because I actually enjoy exercise. It's not a problem for me. I do calisthenics. I don't have to go to the gym. I can just do push-ups in my room. So I can be consistent and frequent with it. So this was me not counting any calories, not doing any diet, just doing workouts whenever I felt like it and eating whatever I liked. So you can still get these kinds of results and not have to bother and even care about what you're eating if you're working out pretty hard. Now, of course, genetics does play a bit of a role into this. Some people have to work harder than others, but generally, if you're putting in the work, you're gonna get the results. And now, of course, 2-3 years later, I started looking at calories, considering what I'm eating a little bit more, trying to eat more healthily, and of course, the results came out much, much better. So, if you can endure that 6 months, 1 year of being strict, not cheating, doing everything you can, working hard for the progress, for the goal, then for the rest of your life, you can be taking it pretty easily and not have to worry so much about what's going in and out and panicking about what you're eating. You can eat McDonald's, you can eat your fast food, you can eat pizza, and as someone who loves cheesecake, you can eat a cheesecake a few times a week and it will not have a huge impact. In fact, if you're anything like me and you're eating way too many calories like pizza and cheesecake, if you're still working out, you're just gonna end up getting bigger and bigger. Obviously a little bit in terms of fat, but mainly in terms of muscle because you're still working out. So there's always benefits. So for me, the number one pointer is make sure you're working out. Make sure you're doing exercise. You don't have to go to the gym. You can go running, do some HIIT cardio, do some sprints, do some burpees, whatever you like. Okay, but for me, working out is the number one thing, because if you're doing a diet, you can still be a bit squishy, you know, because your body isn't toned, your muscles aren't toned, they're not ready for that kind of activity. So what you do is you work out. You work out. You can't outwork a bad diet. If you eat awful foods, doesn't matter how much you work out, you're gonna look awful. Sumo wrestlers are pretty strong, they probably work out quite a lot. Okay, so you do have to consider what you're putting into your body. But the beauty of being in shape already is that it's way less stressful. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, press the bell notification so that you get all the updates on my future videos. In the description, I've got my Instagram and my Snapchat. Follow me on Instagram, add me on. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, like it, subscribe to the channel, make sure you press the bell notification so that you get all the updates for my future videos. In the description, I've got my Snapchat and I've got my Instagram. Add me on Snapchat, follow me on Instagram. And except for that, guys, I'll see you in the next video.